We all face challenges in life, unexpected setbacks, difficult decisions, and overwhelming emotions. But with right guidance and implementation, Stoicism could equip you to navigate these situations with greater resilience and inner peace. Today, we're embarking on a journey into the world of Stoicism, a practical philosophy that has been guiding people towards a flourishing life for over 2,000 years. Hi everyone, and welcome to Daily Stoic Practices and our 30-day journey into the world of Stoicism. Today, we'll explore the origins of this ancient philosophy. In this in-depth exploration, we'll be meeting the key figures who shaped this powerful philosophy. We'll answer the intriguing question, who created Stoicism? Get ready to encounter some fascinating individuals from ancient Greece and Rome who laid the foundation for this enduring philosophy. Buckle up as we explore their lives, ideas, and the lasting impact of Stoicism. The story of Stoicism begins with Zeno of Citium, a Phoenician merchant who lived around 300 BC in a busy port city called Athens. Zeno wasn't like most sailors. He loved learning more than he loved gold. One stormy day, his ship got tossed around like a toy in a bathtub, and after a crazy shipwreck, Zeno found himself washed ashore in Greece, far from home. Lost and confused, Zeno wandered into the heart of Athens, a city buzzing with people who thought deeply about life. He met all sorts of interesting people, each with their own ideas on how to live a good life. Some, called cynics, wore simple clothes and didn't care much for fancy things. Zeno liked that they wanted to be good people, but their way seemed a little too extreme. He also met followers of Socrates and Plato, who believed in using reason to live a happy life. But something felt missing. There wasn't a clear map to get there. These encounters sparked a fire in Zeno, a desire to create his own way of thinking, one that took the best parts of what he'd learned. This intellectual exploration led Zeno to develop his own philosophy, which he shared with students at the Stoa Poikile, or the Painted Porch, a public space in Athens that served as a marketplace for ideas. That's how the term Stoicism came about, derived from the location where these philosophical conversations flourished. Zeno's ideas were like a compass, helping people find their way to a happy and fulfilling life. His philosophy boiled down to three key things: being your best self. Imagine a brave knight on a quest. To succeed, the knight needs strong armor and a sharp sword. Just like that, living a good life needs a strong character. Zeno believed in building up good qualities like wisdom, courage, fairness, and self-control. Wisdom helped people make good choices. Courage gave them the strength to face challenges. Fairness meant treating others with respect, and self-control kept them from doing things they might regret later. Knowing what you can change. Picture yourself steering a boat in a storm. You can't control the wind and waves, but you can control the sails and your course. Zeno taught that some things are in our control, like our thoughts and actions, while other things are not, like what happens around us. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we can't, we can avoid getting stressed and worried. Living in harmony. Have you ever noticed how everything in nature seems to work together? Like a big family. Zeno believed the universe followed a natural order, like a giant clock ticking away. He encouraged people to live according to nature, understanding how everything is connected and acting in a way that fits in with this grand design. Zeno's ideas caught on like wildfire. His student Cleanthes, a former boxer known for never giving up, became the next leader of the Stoics. Cleanthes stressed the importance of duty. He believed we all have a responsibility to fulfill our roles in society, whether as citizens, parents, or friends. Fulfilling these duties with integrity and dedication was a key aspect of living virtuously. Next came Chrysippus, a super smart thinker often called the second founder of Stoicism. Chrysippus was a writing machine who further developed the philosophy. He created a system of logic for sound reasoning and identifying valid arguments. This system emphasized clear thinking and helped individuals distinguish between truth and lies. He explained the Stoic view of fate, believing events unfold in a certain order. But we still have the freedom to choose our actions and reactions within the framework of this predetermined order. Our choices, though not necessarily affecting the outcome, determine the quality of our character. Chrysippus also emphasized the law of nature, a universal rule that guided the universe and us humans. This law, the logos, represented a rational order that permeated the universe, and aligning ourselves with it brought harmony and peace. Chrysippus's intellectual rigor and extensive writings solidified Stoicism's foundation. His work addressed complex philosophical questions and ensured the philosophy's continued development. It's important to note that Zeno's ideas weren't entirely original. He borrowed and adapted concepts from various schools of thought. However, his unique contribution was synthesizing these ideas into a coherent philosophy that offered a practical guide for living a good life. Following Chrysippus, Stoicism continued to evolve. Roman thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius took the core principles and adapted them to their times. Seneca, a powerful politician, used Stoicism to navigate the tricky world of Roman politics. He stressed controlling his emotions and staying strong even when things got tough. Epictetus, a former slave who became a respected teacher, focused on personal growth and accepting what we can't control. He taught people to focus on their own thoughts and actions, as these are the only things we truly have power over. Perhaps the most famous Roman Stoic was Marcus Aurelius, the Emperor of Rome. In his personal writings, called Meditations, he reflected on living a good life and dealing with challenges as a leader. His writings showed how Stoicism could be applied even in a position of great power and responsibility. Stoicism's influence stretched far beyond the Roman Empire. Its focus on reason, being good, and overcoming challenges resonated with thinkers throughout history. Stoic ideas influenced Christian theology, particularly the concept of divine providence. Renaissance thinkers like Michel de Montaigne revived Stoic principles, and even modern philosophers continue to find value in Stoic teachings. Today, Stoicism remains relevant for anyone seeking to develop inner strength, manage emotions, and live a meaningful life. There's a renewed interest in Stoicism as people grapple with the complexities of the modern world. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but acknowledging them and responding rationally. It provides tools for navigating challenges, cultivating resilience, and finding peace of mind. By focusing on virtue, accepting what we cannot control, and living in accordance with nature, Stoicism offers a path to a flourishing life. From Zeno's initial ideas to the Roman contributions, we've explored the key figures who shaped Stoicism. We've seen how this philosophy has evolved and continues to influence thought and practice today. Remember, Stoicism isn't a rigid set of rules, but a framework for living a good life. It encourages us to take responsibility for our thoughts and actions. Join us over the next 30 days as we delve deeper into the teachings of Stoicism, exploring how we can apply its principles to our modern lives for personal growth and fulfillment. Are you ready to embark on this journey with us?